I think there's a fundamental thing we need to think about here, which is what people expect of marriage, and perhaps there is, even among Christians, there is that slightly fairy tale gloss to it, and when the honeymoon's over and the shine's worn off, there's a surprise that there is hard work to do. I mean, very recently the CEO of Netflix, of all places, was talking about how much hard work has to go into his marriage, and how that's his relationship at home has borne fruit in his business. Michelle Obama was talking about the difficulties of being married to Barack Obama, but the point was made that the difficulties aren't a reason to give up on marriage, and particularly as Christians, I think that's something that we need to hold very tightly onto, and not believe the way marriage is presented by a secular world, to take our reference points from the Bible and the commitment that is made before God to one another. It's unfortunate, I think, that in recent years a number of things have happened at the government level to devalue marriage. There's obviously the redefinition of marriage, being away from one man and one woman. There's recent changes to make divorce just massively easier, and just in the last week or so, there's suggestions from the Law Commission about making marriages a kind of say anything and have it anywhere kind of ceremony, which so the message is that marriage somehow isn't the wonderful, beautiful, valuable institution that it is. And in marriage ceremonies, it talks about marriage not being entered into lightly, but reverently, soberly, and in the fear of God. And particularly as Christians, not just Christians, but particularly as Christians, I think we need to perhaps teach that more clearly, and teach that repeatedly, and remind people that marriage isn't always a bed of roses, and that the thorns are in there too, and you have to work through those times.